I want us to take it to the mountain a bit, and the stamina between Uhuru versus Gachagua, perhaps the people who are being seen as the key figures in the mountain as at now. I don't know whether Uhuru still holds that position, but of course, let's listen into this story. It will paint a picture, and then we come back to you, Njeri.
With IBC commissioners now in office, despite having not set the date for the 22 pending by-elections, political parties in the United Opposition Alliance DCP and Jubilee have declared they will field candidates in the mini polls, an acid test for the opposition, still grappling with the dilemma of settling on a presidential flag bearer.
As it stands, DCP will field candidates in all the vacant positions in the country. However, we are in talks with our coalition partners, and many factors will be considered. We look at the emerging dynamics on the ground, because we are a listening party. Sisi usikiza ground.
Hii ya kusema tukae chini pamoja ni nzuri, but let the Kenyans first decide who the candidate is. So we are part of that coalition, but we as a party will also be selling our own, just like Karonso is selling his own. And eventually, if we are genuine, we are honest, and we want this country to move forward, we will listen to what the Kenyans are saying.
Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's DCP party has also gone ahead to announce two of the party aspirants in Malava and Banissa constituencies, with former ODM parliamentary candidate in Banissa Aden Mohamed expected to fly the party's flag, while lawyer Edgar Busiega will contest the Malava seat.
After listening to the ground and the supporters who supported me in 2022 on ODM, they told me go to DCP and run for this by-election on DCP.
I subscribe to the ethos of the party. The party is built on the background of listening to people, kusikiza wa Kenya. I'm a villager by nature. I was raised in the village, and therefore that is what I believe in.
DCP perceives the Mount Kenya region as its stronghold, a position contested by retired President Uhuru Kenyatta's Jubilee party in the wake of the region's fallout with President William Ruto. Gachagua is eyeing the Mbeere North by-election to test his popularity in the Mount Kenya region against President Ruto and his deputy Kithure Kindiki.
Mbeere North is our seat. Government cannot win anything. Even if we go to a contest of contesting for a girlfriend with the government, it cannot win against us.
The forthcoming by-elections are crucial for the opposition to test the waters in their respective backyards and whether they have a national appeal before tackling the elephant in the room, the presidential flag bearer. Apul Kamau, TV47.
All right, Njeri, no matter how much these parties have a national appeal or outlook, it is difficult not to label them, mountain parties, because perhaps these are strongholds based on the leadership that we get to see them. They're talking about by-elections and the fact that they're going to be fielding candidates. The DCP is coming very fast, you think?
First of all, I want to acknowledge the fact that I am a member of DCP party. And one thing that I have to say is that, you see, just like every other party, we have the right to contest for any seat that is there. And you see, we as the united opposition, simply because we are all in opposition, does not mean that we, the DCP, being the youngest party, will have to stand back and let all other parties in opposition run for the seats that are there for the by-elections. So we are giving every other person an equal chance, the same way we expect that they are going to accord us the same respect. And when it comes to opposition, one thing that I have to say is that it is a united opposition. And when I see Jubilee SG Kioni talk, sometimes many are the times that he does double speaking. Today he says this, tomorrow he says this. One moment anapiga united opposition, the next one he's saying, okay, we can sit down, but he's not really somebody that I can authoritatively say that I would want to take Jubilee stand from him. Maybe I would prefer to hear from the chairman, Jubilee, who has been very present in our tours as United Opposition, because if you've been very keen to follow, since opposition has gone to tours either in Pwani or in the mountain or in Western, SG Kioni has never been there because his ego feels like he should never be somewhere close to some people in opposition.
At least this has gone down recently, not initially he used to join.
You know, my point was, I cannot take it from Kioni.
Okay.
Because first of all, he has personal issues with everybody in opposition. I think he has drama with everybody, and we in the public domain has seen it, because let me understand, why is everybody else on board in opposition going to Pwani, going to Western, and you as the SG Jubilee is somewhere in your office giving pressers about what Rigathi Gachagua did, what I don't know who did, what do you think? And that is why I've said, if it is anything to do with matters Jubilee, I would only take it from the chairman or maybe from the party leader, Uhuru Kenyatta, because we need to be very honest.
What do you expect of Kioni when he confirmed to the nation that Matiang'i is coming to the nation and he'll be vying on the Jubilee ticket, and then Matiang'i comes and perhaps he does not literally state his position on that. In fact, he goes ahead to say that he'll be telling the nation which party he will be vying on, and then Matiang'i is in that bandwagon of the opposition. What do you expect for Kioni to do, to be honest?
You see, just like I said, Kioni is not a man we can trust.
Okay.
Sometimes he says things out of his mind.
Boils down to that.
And another thing is, he says things without he wants to speak on behalf of everybody, and he wants to control everybody to shape up into his opinion, because let's be very honest, Linda, matters presidential aspirations are not things that you joke with as an SG of a serious party like Jubilee. So the moment you're telling us that so-and-so is your presidential candidate, then this person flies into Kenya and tells people, you know what, I am not a member of that party, I am not yet decided where to vie. It shows how ignorant and uninformed you are as the SG of that party, and it is for that reason that I
Let us not assassinate
that
too hard.
Jeremiah Kioni, whatever he says in terms of Jubilee, as per now, we as Kenyans and me as a member of DCP can only wait for somebody more sober in that party to tell us.